Well, if you love meat, things could get rocky. The Agriculture Department warning that if automatic spending cuts kick in, it could have to shut meat inspections down. And that would shut the whole industry down. Tea Partier Gina Loudon says that is yet another tactic to scare people about cuts. And Scott Slater serves lots of cuts of beef. And what do you make of this whole strategy? Put the fear of God into folks.
You know, we're talking about the socialist salad bar agenda of Obama, I guess. He's going to threaten what conservatives, what every red-blooded American loves, and that's our meat and certainly our bacon. You called it on that one, Neil. And so he's going to say, well, you know, if I have to make cuts, then I'm going to take away things that conservatives like. And then, of course, you have your low-information voters who will come in along behind the president and propagate all the scare tactics to make us think that we can't possibly make any cuts in government or we're going to lose everything that's American. It's ridiculous. It's more smoke and mirrors. It's more of the same from this administration who likes to threaten rather than do what is the responsible thing to do.
But Scott, do your customers come back to you and say, well, how do I know I'm not eating Mr. Ed here? You know what I mean? Like, what do you say to them?
Well, that's why we have the inspectors in the first place. I need to make sure that my product's coming where I want it to come from, and it's coming from my choice meats and my top quality bacon. I need these inspectors. I need the USDA. This you know, like you just said, it's ridiculous that they're thinking of cutting some of our most important parts of government for no, well, obviously for apparent reason, but there's so many other places that we can cut spending. Our food safety and our food quality.
But it's assuming that by more, what they want is more money to this, and that this would prevent what's happened abroad from happening in your case. But that's not a given, is it, Gina?
You're right. This is really a question of free market economics. This is really part of the socialist agenda. And Americans who understand the free market understand this concept. Who is Mr. Slater afraid of? Is he really more afraid of that inspector, or is he more afraid of a person eating in his restaurant, getting a bad burger, and then making a big deal about it and lawyering up and going on social media? And we all know the answer to that. The free market can regulate a lot of these things. And that's the reason these threats are really fake threats and scare tactics instead of just discussing the issues in a transparent way, as this administration said they would in both of their campaigns. They're not willing to do that, so they're just trying to use scare tactics.
Well, Scott, your argument is that at least a good inspection service, you know, removes any doubt that anything you're serving is not what you say it is, right?
Well, there's so many checks and balances before it gets to my restaurant, from everywhere, from the actual slaughterhouse to the distributor to my restaurant. Our number one priority, and every restaurant's number one priority, should be safe product and what the guest expects and what's on the menu. Now this is getting rid of the heart and the first stop to make sure that everything that comes out of those facilities are what we expect for Americans to eat. We take a lot of pride in the quality of food that we eat in this country, especially with our meat. And to move this aside and use what she said, smoke and mirrors, which is exactly what it is. It's a scare tactic, and it's trying to scare people right now, and it's outrageous. And to have somebody like me worried that the inspectors are going to take 2 weeks off and close down my most important industry, it's not right.
And then, of course, it compels anyone to not cut anything, right, Gina? And you don't cut anything.
Don't touch our bacon. I mean, some things are just sacred in the American economy, and they better not.
You'll get kicked in the butt. Guys, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.